which ethnic group do you belong
Listen to him. I'm an Ikwere.
What does that mean? I mean, there are people who say that if you talk to some Ikwere people, they'll say they are Igbo. If you talk to others, like some with they'll say they are not. And at different times, you have said you're Igbo.
Don't bring that controversy. Don't bring that controversy. I don't know why you want to go into that controversy.
Okay. Well, because it's interesting to know what your position is.
No, it's not. Why is it not? Okay. You are first and foremost an Ikwere man before you can be an Igbo man. So if you ask an Ikwere man, who are you? You say, I'm an Ikwere man. So what you can say is an Ikwere man and an Igbo man. There are those who have divergent views. Majorities will say no. In all honesty, majority will say no. There is a very tiny minority which includes me. And why do I take that position? It's political. When I say political, it's not to win the votes of the Igbos.
Then it's for what?
I didn't like the way the Igbos were being treated at a particular point in time. In protest against that treatment against the Igbos, I began to wear, what's it called? The tiger hair.
Their traditional
clothes with the red cap. In protest, asking Nigeria to address their problem.
Listen.
Again, I made it public that I'm an Igbo man.
Why?
In protest.
But not in fact.
It doesn't make me, whether I'm an Igbo man or not, is immaterial at this point in time.
Recently, Rotimi Amaechi appeared on Arise TV and made a very surprising statement, like you saw in that video. He said, I claim to be Igbo because I don't like the ways Igbos are treated in Nigeria. And he explained that his decision to identify with Igbo was as a protest. That's why he started wearing, the red caps and the lion head clothes to show support. But many of us are asking, where was the Igbo identity when Amaechi was in power? When he was one of Buhari's ministers? Rotimi Amaechi is from Ikwere. And as many of us know, Ikwere is part of the Igbo family, even though, yes, some of them quite disagree with that. Some of them claims we're only related, but their culture, the names, the language, it's Igbo. But Amaechi has not always been proud to stand with us. He's playing politics with it. In the past, he distanced himself from the Igbo cause. Sometimes he's a Niger Delta. Sometimes he is South-South. Other times, he boldly says he is Igbo, or he uses it for political gains. But now that he's out of power, note, Amaechi is not in power. Now that he's no longer a minister, he suddenly says he's Igbo again because of how Igbos are treated. For me, that is not leadership. That's convenience. Now, taking you back, Amaechi served as a minister of transportation for 8 full years under President Buhari. He had power. He had access. He had president's ears. But during those 8 years, Igbos were pushed aside in almost every sector. No major appointments, no key projects, no voice in the inner circle of government. Even when Buhari called the Southeast 5% voters, we didn't hear people like Amaechi defend Igbos. He kept quiet. He didn't resign. He never challenged the unfair treatment of his own people, the people he claimed. These politicians are funny, the way they try to use our heads. Now, even more painful, let's talk about what he was directly in charge of, railway projects. As a Minister of Transportation under Buhari, Amaechi led billions of dollars in railway contracts across Nigeria. Lagos to Ibadan, Kaduna to Abuja, Warri to Itakpe, Kano to even Niger Republic, even the capital of Niger, Maradi. I think that is the capital or towards the capital. That was a railway project for Nigeria. Part of it was in Niger. Amaechi did not protest. The Southeast was minused in that railway project. Yes, Port Harcourt got the famous Eastern Rail Line. From Port Harcourt, they went to Maiduguri. They snaked it around, but always dodged the Southeast. I'm talking about the old narrow gauge, yeah. So other zones got modern standard gauge. Even Igbo elders organization, they protested. Groups like WIPAS, WIPAS, accused Amaechi of ignoring his people. But Amaechi kept defending the government. He said Igbos were not sidelined when we are clearly sidelined. So today, after leaving office, he comes on TV and says, I identify as Igbo. I wore red cap to protest. But protest against what? The same mistreatment he allowed to happen when he was in power. Amaechi, if you are truly Igbo, you don't need to protest. You protect, not protest. You protect. You defend. You uplift. You don't sit quietly when your people are neglected, even in a project that you are spearheading. And then you remember you are Igbo when it's convenient. The red cap is not a costume. It is a responsibility. Amaechi, as a transport minister, you would have, let the narrow gauge railway pass through Southeast. You don't need to inform Buhari about that. But in the name of fairness, Amaechi, you did not do that. You were even defending Buhari. Hi. You were even defending Buhari. Anyway, I saw this video and I said I will react. It's so sad how people tries to deceive us. At IGBO AREA TV, we believe in truth and accountability. If you are proud to be Igbo, then be proud always. Not only when it fits your image. We need leaders who carry the people, not just wear the people's clothes. Our pain is real. Our dignity is not a tool for politics. No. The next time someone claims they're Igbo, we will ask, where were you when it mattered most? This is IGBO AREA TV speaking the truth, defending culture, and standing with our people always. Please don't fail to subscribe, share this video widely. I'm Azuka OJ. I say bye-bye for now.